To simulate distance vector routing in packet tracer with multiple routers. First we insert 3 PCs, PC0, PC1 and PC2. Then we add 3 switches, switch 0, switch 1 and switch 2. 3 routers are also added, router 0, router 1 and router 2. Connections are made between the router, PC and switch, and also connections are made between the routers. Then we provide IP address, subnet mask and default gateway for PC0. Here the IP address, subnet mask and default gateway is given. We do the same for PC1 and also PC2. Here the IP address, subnet mask and the default gateway is given. Then we provide the IP address and subnet mask for port 0 and we change the port status to on. Here we can see the IP address and the subnet mask is given and the port status is turned on. We do the same for router 1. And also router 2. The IP address, subnet mask is given and the port status is turned on. Then we give IP address and subnet mask in serial 20 for port 0 and then we change the port status to on. The clock rate is set at 64,000 here, and after that only the port status is turned to on. Then we give IP address and subnet mask in serial 20 for port 1. As we can see, here the IP address and subnet mask is given and it is turned on. Then in serial 30, the IP address and subnet mask is given. The clock rate is set at 64,000 and the port status is turned on. Then we consider the third router. Here also in serial 30, we give the IP address and subnet mask. After that, we again go back to router 0. Here the IP address is added. Here the IP addresses are added to the vector routing. The same is done for router 1. As we can see, the IP addresses are added here. Then we go to the router 2, the third router. In here, the IP address is copied from serial 30 and then added to serial 20. Here, then the port status is turned on here. After that, the data to be transferred is given through the connections here, and the connections are set up. Then here the data is given to each router and PC. Then we begin the simulation. Distance vector routing is a dynamic routing protocol used by the router to share information about the network with the immediate neighbors. It determines the best path to a destination based on distance and direction in which the destination lies. The updates are constantly shown here. It is successfully completed.